To everyone, my name is Cora and I'm currently teaching at Langagan Elementary School, and my topic is motivational research. Interest in consumer attitude measurement, now it seems to be at all-time peak. Knowledge of attitudes helps the marketer predict consumers' reaction to products and to advertising message. What is motivation research? It is a term used to describe the application of psychiatric and psychological techniques to obtain in a better understanding of why people respond as they do with product advertisement and various other marketing situations. Motivation research attempts to gather information buried in the unconscious mind of the consumer. Uses of motivation research. Knowledge and measurement of the true attitude of consumers help in choosing the best-selling appeal for the product and the best way to represent the product in the sales talk, and determining the appropriateness and weightage of various promotional methods. Motivation research leads to useful insight and provide inspiration to creative person in the advertising and packaging world. They will now able to create more effective appeals aimed at the private world of consumer hopes, dreams, and fears rather than merely economic or rational appeals. This means that the message contains and the message presentation both should be based on research. Motivation research can help us in measuring changes in attitudes, thus advertising research. Knowledge and measurement of attitude provides us with an imaginative market segmentation tool and also enables estimating market potential of each additional segment. The biggest problem in motivation research is that direct approaches generally do no work. The researcher cannot simply go up to a consumer and ask him why he prefers one product brand over another and expect to get a correct answer. It may due to the three reasons. 1. Consumer does not know the why of purchase. Consumers are generally unaware of their own true reason for specific brands and product selection. We can conclude that people have brand loyal not to a specific taste but to a specific image of each manufacturer. Second, the consumer will not tell about their purchase. It can assume that a significant amount of deliberate misrepresentation will occur at any time the subject area is either morally sensitive or status related. And third, the consumer may put forward a logical reason for their purchase. The reason for consumer preferences are seldom logical. The researcher who approach in straightforward manner will obtain very misleading answer. Of motivation research. Attitude research, assumptions, sensation, image, and motives. Attitude research are assumed as the predictors of human behavior. Consumers are believed to have stable sets of attitude. The sets of attitudes can be changed by forming advertising appeals carefully aimed at a particular market segment. Repeated sounding through advertising appeals are required to maintain a favorableness in the consumer's attitude. The buy the high price product of the assumption that the high price is evidence of high quality. Consumers have frame of reference formed out of an information gathered form their experience. They try to fit things in the frame of reference. If they do not fit, they reject the things. Many of these are reference points are the subconscious mind. Another one is sensation, defined as the reaction of mind to either a mental or physical stimulus. Technically, a sensation has to do with the bodily response to a stimulus, while an emotion such as love, hate, fear, anger. Feeling describe what is felt by both body and mind. The word feeling is described felt by both body and mind. Images are defined as a mental picture that are formed as a result of stimuli. Consumer develop some image about the product. They are strictly tied to stimuli. The brand image can be changed over a period of time by the advertisement and other efforts for the brand. Consumers develop some image about the product. And last is motives. Motives is one of the more impelling determinant of a person's action. Motives is, in other words, a need, a want, drives or urges in the minds of an individual. There are motivation in research techniques, disguise and non-disguise. In disguise, these are the disguise structure and disguise non-structure. In non-disguise, these are the non-disguise structure and the non-disguise structure. In non-disguise structured techniques, this approach employ a standardized questionnaire to collect a data on belief, feelings, and attitude from the respondent. Nothing about the purpose of the study is concealed from the respondent. Different methods under this are the single question method. In the single question method, the respondent is required to give one answer selected from a various choices given to them. Example, which one of the following responses best describe your feelings about X brand of product? I think it is excellent product. I think it is a very good product. I think it is a good product. I think it is a poor product. I think it is a very poor product. Multiple question method. In this method, a number of questions are asked about the attitudes and total score from all the questions responses. Give the score or total attitude of the respondent. Last is psychological test. Various laboratory tests such as galvanic skin response, eye movement, and pupil dilation are used to measure one attitude. In non-disguise, non-structured techniques, in these techniques, questions are not predetermined and the purpose of the study is revealed fully to the respondent. The techniques are also called depth interviews, clinical interviews, unstructured interviews, and so on. Respondents' response obtained through these techniques are spontaneous, highly specific, and concrete, are self-revealing. The numeric data obtained in a qualitative and ambiguous. These are the word association tests. A list of words or phrase can be presented in random order to respondents who are requested to state or write the word or phrase pops up in their mind. Thematic apperception test. The respondents are shown one or more pictures and asked to describe what is happening, what dialogue might be carried on between the character. Although the picture, illustration, drawing, or cartoon that is used must be interesting enough to encourage discussion, it should be vague enough not to immediately give away from the project it about. Next is the sentence completion test. Respondents are given incomplete sentence and asked to complete the thought. These sentences are usually in the third person and tend to be somewhat ambiguous. For example, the following sentence would provide striking difference in how they were completed, depending on the personality of the respondents. Next is the paired picture test. In these techniques, paired pictures are used. For example, one picture shows a woman opening a popularly priced refrigerator, and another shows a similarly dressed woman opening a refrigerator for another brand. And last one, the research of ink blot test. No discussion on motivation research is complete without a mention of famous research test of ink blot test. The research test expresses in a classic way the rationale behind of projective test, that is, in filling the missing parts of a bow and complete stimulus. The respondent projects himself, his personality, into the picture. Images are defined as a mental picture that are formed as a result of stimuli. Consumer develops some image about the product. They are strictly tied to stimuli. The brand image can be changed over a period of time by the advertisement and other efforts for the brand. Consumers develop some image about the product. In motivation research, and we should remember this, caution are required to be exercised not only in the application of these techniques but also resultant data. Generally, small samples are being taken for conducting motivation research. Generalization, if drawn in this basis, are misleading. That's all, and thank you. God bless us all.